So, in the process of my long rant intro for my first vlog, phone died, but we're gonna restart. So, for those who don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Jaden. Across social media, I know I go as Just, aka Jay, handle / nickname I came up with when I was like 12. And then, or just.jaylifts is another one that I use on TikTok and sorts. But I'm from Belgrade, Maine. Was born in Augusta, Maine. Yeah, so a little bit of my life story, you could call it. When I was 3 months old, my mother left me and my father. I don't know what she did between the ages of 3 months to 3 years, but she moved to Manchester, New Hampshire, I believe. That's where it was. I don't remember. I was so young. So she was out of my life for about 3 years. Father was, in and out of county jail. Just stupid shit. Miscellaneous stuff, little misdemeanors, just dumb stuff that I have no idea about. But he was always reckless. He had like 20 speeding tickets before he was 20 years old. Lost his license for 10 years. But besides that, so the spark of my life story started around there. I lived with my grandparents up until I was about 10 years old, I guess. Lived in their home up until I was about 10 years old. My father was in and out of jail, going from home to home with different girlfriends that he had lived with and that we'd move in with just to move back home to Belgrade. But I've tried 100 times to get this shit, but I keep losing storage on my phone. I need to get a camera or a better phone. But anyways, so in and out of homes. I forgot to mention in the first video that before we moved into these homes, we lived with a friend of my father's, a gay man, a good dude, so he seemed. One of the more tragic events of my life, he had attempted to molest me. I don't understand why, other than the fact that he was gay, but I don't really find that to be a reason or excuse. He failed. I just wouldn't allow it. I'm not going to say I was stronger than him, but he never forced himself on me. He just tried to convince me for whatever odd reason. But besides that, I never told my father until I was 16, and the man had moved to Florida for his sake, so my father wouldn't go to prison for murder, because I know that is exactly what would have happened. Anyways, home to home, eventually got put into a home with my adoptive parents who, raised me to be a more positive and responsible person. First started truly lifting in a gym in the basement there, the gym we had there. I also met my girlfriend in junior high, started dating in high school, been together for almost 5 years now, we'll be in April, and just been lifting and doing sports and trying to do the best I can to be successful. We had our first child, Maisie, our beautiful daughter, on January 30th at 8:47 a.m. She was 8 pounds and 5 ounces. She was 20 inches long. A beautiful baby girl. And she's kind of now my motivation to do better. Thought I'd give a little idea of who I am for those who don't know, and for those who know of me but don't really know me. So just had a rough upbringing, I guess you could say. I don't like to compare people's past, because I feel like that's past upbringings, childhoods, because it's not fair to people not to use that as some sort of leverage. But I do say it is definitely a motivating factor to become a better person for me and now my family. I love my father to death. Love my biological mom. But I do know I need to be better for my family than they were for their own. So yeah, thought I'd give you guys that little bit of info on who I am. Not that you need it, not that you wanted it, just thought I'd give it. Not that many people are going to see it, but for all I know, I might help that one person out there who did need to see it. No matter what you've been through or going through or going to go through, you can always overcome it and become a better person for yourself and for others. That's kind of my goal with these vlogs, hopefully, is to help somebody and help myself. Because that's what comes first. You always got to help yourself first, or you'll never be able to help anybody else. So, thank you for listening if you did, watching if you did. I hope that you subscribe to this channel or whatever, and we'll see more content, videos, whatever in the future. DM me on Instagram at just.jaylifts if you have any ideas you want for videos, and I'll operate on them. But you guys have a good night. Peace.